Obviously, when George Lucas came to cast Darth Vader, he wanted somebody with a major, imposing physical presence. He wanted a big man, you know, who could fill out that very scary black silhouette that Darth Vader has.
So he looked like a superhero because he had that physique, and that physique brought him into this film. It's not about his ability to act or not. It was about his ability to be himself.
And I went up to the 20th Century Fox office, and George said, look, I'm making this film, which is sort of space fantasy, and I've got 2 parts I'd like you to consider. And I said, well, tell me what they are. And he said, well, the first part's a part of a character called Chewbacca. I said, what in the hell is Chewbacca? And he said, it was like a furry-type gorilla that goes through the film on the side of the goodies. And I thought, I turned my nose up. I thought, well, I don't fancy sort of, 3 months in a gorilla skin. I said, what's the other one? And he said, well, the other one's the big villain of the film. I said, say no more, George, I'll take it.
I found this somewhere. I don't know where we found it.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually autographed the book. Just for a joke, I autographed it. I don't know. I said, now I know why Sebastian Shaw got the role. I was too handsome for the.
I think this should be you.
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'm here because I want to do your proposal, but before that, I need to know what's your relation now with Lucasfilm.
Nil. I have absolutely none. No association with Lucas whatsoever. I wish I had. I'm very, very sorry. I'm sorry for. Well, I'm sorry for all the things which have happened to me wrongly. That's the big problem. I mean, if I'd been responsible for it, I would have, well, not so, well, obviously apologised, but I mean, it's, but somebody was obviously, using the information to sell to the press, use it from a money point of view. Received a telephone call from someone called Paul Donovan, a journalist with the Daily Mail, one of the major British daily newspapers. After some chit-chat and some personal questions about my home life and family, came out with a dramatic statement. Of course, you're going to be killed off in this latest movie, aren't you? And not only that, but they've already got another actor playing the dying Darth Vader, and they are already filming in another part of the studio so that you don't know what's going on. You must be joking, I said. And I'm certain if this was actually the case, then I would have heard the news from George Lucas himself, or from the producer, or at the very least from the director Richard Marquand. After the reporter left, I checked on the call sheets, and sure enough, there was Sebastian Shaw playing Anakin Skywalker, working in another studio, whilst I was doing my Darth Vader bit elsewhere. I couldn't sleep that night for thinking about it. It played on my mind the whole of the following day, and I seethed throughout the entire hour and a half's drive up to the studio. They were now pulling a stunt like this, substituting another actor from me in what should have been the climax of an outstanding role, and which would have given me recognition for the last 6 years' work on the Star Wars movies.
When you think of Star Wars, first thing you think of Darth Vader. He stands right out.
Without a shadow of a doubt, Darth Vader made Star Wars.
Well, he's the worst villain ever. He's just a bad guy. He's just full of just evil.
His power, his fear, he controls very well.
He's definitely gave new definition to the word villain.
He is the character that symbolizes the real villainy.
The ultimate villain, definitely. There's no other villains out there that can beat Darth Vader, really, is there?
George Lucas was able to create a character who was truly evil.
Everyone knows who is Darth Vader. Any place you go around the world and you show a picture of Darth Vader, they know who he is. But who is the man behind the most famous mask in movie history?